recording. Welcome, TBCians. This is our weekly broadcast meeting for all our broadcasters and TBCians around the world. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and I'm one of the ambassadors of TBC, along with my co-host, who's also our ambassador and global trainer, Mr. Mbeh Derick. How you doing, Mbeh?
I'm doing fantastic, Steve.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. As we know, we're going to get the ball rolling because we do have other meetings today, as we all know. So, folks, as I was thinking about a great subject matter today for all of us, something that I knew that pertained to TBC, and I've seen this particular word used several times over the years we've been in TBC. And when you hear the word, you will know. And the word is responsibility. Responsibility. Okay? And some people will take that word and look at it different ways, okay? And when you hear responsibility, like everyone just gets serious, right? Well, folks, it's great to get serious about your life and also TBC. So what I want to do first, silently, as I go through this, I'm going to read to you something that is really, really great. And I like for the only people that should be, everyone should be muted, but just Mbeh and myself, our co-host, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do right now is share my screen. Mbeh, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, it says 9 ways to take responsibility for your life. 9 ways to take responsibility for your life. It just says replace blaming and complaining with acts of intention. All right. You see a person here like he's on top of a cliff or a mountain and just looking out to the clouds. This person must be really high up, right? Okay. Now, before we talk about those 9 ways, I'm gonna just read a little area for you, okay? We often hear to take 100% responsibility for your life. What is the big deal about it? The big deal is that it moves you from victim to victor of your life. It puts you at cause and not at effect, meaning that you accept that you create your life and not just reacting to it. You appreciate that things happen to you and not to you. Taking responsibility puts, taking responsibility puts you at choice, and that allows you to choose how you respond to life's challenges. You move into the driver's seat of your life's journey. Most of all, taking 100% responsibility changes your energy, and the practices described here put you in a high vibrating mind-body states. Okay? As you know, we are energy. Our thoughts, feelings, words, actions are energy, and the law of attraction brings us more of what we think and feel. It merely matches the energy of your thoughts and feelings with experiences that will give you the same energy. Now, when you broadcast thoughts that result in your feeling good, the law of attraction responds by bringing you experiences that will confirm you feeling good. So it pays to take responsibility in your life. Do you agree? Let's explore 9 ways how this looks everyday life, including your business. Number 1, taking responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. Taking responsibility of your of your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. To take responsibility to your, let me see, it says here, to take responsibility for your life is to take responsibility for your powers of thinking, feeling, speaking, and acting, because this is the structure of all human experience. You create your life with your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. You take responsibility when you accept that the thoughts you have and your thoughts coming from your mind. How you feel happens in your body and in a result of your thoughts. The words you speak come from your come from your mouth and voice. The actions you take are taken by you.
Wow.
With this means, and that nobody can this said, look, listen to this. What this means is that nobody can make you feel, make you think, feel, say, or do anything. Nobody can push your buttons because you are the button market in the same way you don't have control over how other people respond as they respond from their mindset. Number 2, stop blaming. Stop blaming your partner, parents, economy, other upbringing, and the dog for your misfortune. Blaming keeps you in victim mode and robs you of changing your situation. When you stop blaming and accept responsibility, you shift from victim to victor. Now you can look at the situation and decide what to do about it. Ask yourself, what is my role in this? We often, and I'm gonna just say here, we always evaluate ourselves and see what our role is in TBC, folks. Number 3, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Complaining is another form of blaming and playing victim as if you have no choice. It also shows that you focus on lack, things going wrong, things happening to you, and everything not going according to plan. There is a gift. There is a bigger picture. Ask yourself, what is the gift here? What can I learn from this? Number 4, refuse to take anything personal. This is a biggie, folks. Assuming that everything is about you. Taking any form of disagreement. Let me read this part again. Taking any form of disagreement as a personal attack. Remember, you don't have control over how other people respond. You only have control over how you respond. Refuse to take responsibility. It says, refuse to take anything personal. It is most probably not about you, but about the issue at hand. Instead of making assumptions, rather ask questions. This is very powerful and liberating practice with never-ending surprises. Ask yourself, is this about me or about the issue at hand? Make yourself happy. Take responsibility for your happiness is liberating. Firstly, to realize that happiness does not come from outside of you. It is not the job of your partner, your partner, parent, friend, child, or make you happy. To be happy is a decision and the gateway to happiness is gratitude. Keep a gratitude journal, and you will find lot to be happy about. Also, do things that make you feel happy. Listen to favorite music. Surround yourself with beauty. Express your creativity. Do acts of kindness, etc. Ask yourself, what about this could make me happy? Number 6, we're almost there, folks. Live the present moment. Live in the present moment. Life is now. There is only one moment, one moment now. Excuse me. I have all these pop-ups here. I'm sorry, folks. Life is now. There is only one moment now. The past is history. The future is a mystery. So there is only now, this moment. Take responsibility for the moment and make the best of it to redeem the past and create the future you want. Paulo, I'm not making sure I'm pronouncing this right, but I say Paulo Coelho wrote, something to this effect is biography. Be the gateway of your thoughts and refuse to have a return of the 60,000 thoughts of yesterday if they do not get you want in life, not get you what you want in life. Choose your thoughts carefully in every moment, and when you become present, you have awareness of what you are thinking and feeling. This then allows you to interrupt thoughts that do not serve you. Deliberately change them in the moment to what you want to create in that moment to shape your future. Ask yourself, am I in the present moment, or what do I want? Number 7, use of power of intention. You have the power to choose. In fact, you are making choices all the time. Tea or coffee, red dress, a black dress, hair up or down, yoga, or go for a run. Even by not making a choice, you are making a choice. Become intentional in making choices by having a vision in mind. When I think about that word envision, I remember a conversation that Mbeh and I had in person about vision of TBC. A vision for your life, your business, your relationship, your health, wealth, etc. Living intentionally by deliberately making choices to move you forward toward manifesting your vision and outcomes, and consciously taking responsibility of your life. Ask, is saying yes to this moving me toward my goal? Number 8, feel calm and confident. When you take responsibility for your life and experience, you step into a place of calm confidence. You feel calm because you know that you are consciously in charge of yourself and that you choose how to respond. You feel confident that you will not fall into victim mode by sucking up people's verbal vomit. They can keep those gifts. Ask yourself, what do I choose to accept from this conversation, and how do I choose to respond? And the last one, number 9. Look for the good in people. Look for the good in people. There's a saying that we judge ourselves by our intentions and we judge others by their behavior. Make it your new habit to look for the intentions behind people's behavior. So often when we understand where someone comes from, we let go of judgment. One excellent practice is to remove the labels we hang onto people that bits around their necks, and that somehow gives us permission to treat them in the worst possible way. Often this applies to people closest to us. Ask yourself, if I just see him or her as a human being, how will I respond differently? Okay. And let me just read this last little bit here. It says, another effective practice is listening to understand instead of listening to respond. This means to practice along questions, practice asking questions to really understand what other people means instead of waiting for a chance to interrupt or voice your important opinion. This allows you to take responsibility to intentionally have illuminating conversations and fulfilling relationships, because the person that you are talking to will appreciate your attention, trust you, and support you in return. Okay, folks. Okay, like somebody was writing on the screen, but that's okay. Maybe some people are having trouble with what I'm talking about today. I don't know, but what do you think, Mbeh? Responsibility, right?
Wow. I tell you that this is like a bullet point. This is awesome. You know, I love that particular point that was talking about live in the present. Some of us, we worry a lot. We worry about what will happen next, what will happen tomorrow, what will happen if, you know. But if we just do things the way it is and follow the system the way it is right now, I think it's going to lift us all the worries of tomorrow, because many of us, we are like, what will happen next if this happens? It has not even happened, but you are already worried about it. So why spending energy worrying about it? Some of us, we blame a lot, Steve. We blame. You know, when things doesn't work the way I want, I say, okay, fine. Maybe I didn't do my part the way I should have done it, you know. I will not say maybe Steve didn't do his part. I will say maybe me, I didn't do my part. So I will not be blaming people. Yeah, I'll just blame maybe myself that, okay, maybe my good was not enough. Maybe I didn't do that much. So living in this present, stop blaming. And what is my role? Oh my God. Once you know your role, it's powerful, Steve. It's so powerful. And of course, feel calm, because once you're already living in the present, you're not worried about what will happen next. You're just worried about the system and work the way it is. And you're going to feel calm and have some confidence. Steve, I tell you, these are really bullet points. And I want to thank you so much for sharing that with us. Maybe you also post the link to that video, so that write up, so that we can always read again. I think this is something we need to go over and over again, Steve. Thank you so much for sharing.
Right. What I'll do, folks, let me see here. Let me share my screen again. I will put this in the chat now for you. If anybody would like to read this for themselves. Okay, I just put that in that link in the chat, folks. Okay. All right. Mbeh, let's go ahead and call on some people. We got brother. Let me see, Amici. Got your hand up.
Yes. Thank you so much. You've come up with, and it's always important that here learning.
Mm-hmm. Amici, you going in and out.
I don't know. Please, can you hear me?
The network is choppy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, network a little choppy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Try it again. Try it again.
Okay. What I'm saying is that we, from time to time, and that is what people miss. This very topic you with is indeed a one's life. And life, you know what responsibility is, because if I make mistake or if something is not going want them to go, instead of into it, if I look at it properly and say that yes, this is my responsibility, I make it to be what exactly I want it to be. Stepping up and blaming others and saying why you are just falling a victim to unnecessary. So looking at this very topic, I must tell you that to me, and I really love the fact so that we can read it on our own. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Amici. Thank you so much. Okay, Gina.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Gina.
So I got a couple of things to say about what you said. The part about where you said finding the good, that's something I was taught a really long time ago, that there's three things that you should always look for in any situation, circumstance, person. First, what they call the goal, the good, because no matter how bad someone is or a situation, event, whatever it is, there's always something good that you can find. Second, the opportunity, because there's always an opportunity there if you really look. Third, probably might be the most important of all, for your own sake, learn the lesson, because God is more concerned with your soul than he is your circumstance. And if you don't get whatever it is you're supposed to get, he gonna keep on letting things come your way, and you're gonna keep getting spanked. So and it's better to learn the lesson here than to get spanked by the good Lord, because he knows where to spank. He sure do know where to spank, let me tell you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The good Lord will
Another
spank you
thing is
in his way.
when you're having a conversation with somebody, I have learned over time that in order for that person to connect with you and for them to trust you, you first have to show them that you are genuinely concerned about them as a person, as a human being. And when speaking with them, you know, to focus on them, to let them know that you hear them, that you are listening, that, you know, your eyes can't be darting all over the place. They need to be, you know, we have lost the art nowadays, I do believe, a lot due to media and whatnot, of real, true, genuine communication with someone. You know, looking in their eyes. A lot of people ward off from that nowadays, I've noticed, but looking in somebody's eyes when you're having a conversation is actually really important. It tells you a lot about a person, by the way, if you know how to read body language and eyes and things like that. It's also the gateways to the soul, if nobody know that. It really, truly is. So, you know, those are some really very important things. And on happiness, happiness is an inside thing. It absolutely has absolutely nothing to do with your outside circumstances, because if it did, we would never be happy, because there's always going to be somebody or something that don't go the way that we like. And so if we are basing our happiness of our outside circumstances, goodness gracious, you're going to have a miserable, unhappy life. You'll have no peace, no calmness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's a very dangerous thing, actually. And I think it's one of the things, honestly, especially nowadays, that's causing people to be sad and or
Mm-hmm.
beyond sad,
Mm-hmm.
just in despair. Um, because you're trying to look for all these different things outside of yourself when God has already told us that everything that we need is within us, because He is within us.
Exactly.
You
That's a
know,
very good point. Very good point.
so those are just some things, and
Mm-hmm.
living in the now. That's really important, because see, when you live in the past, then you become. And I struggle with this. I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with this, of all the mistakes and stuff I made in my past. And, if I did this or did that, I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be, where I'm at. We all go through that, I'm sure. But if you stay there, it's hard to move forward. If you're living in the past, how you gonna live in the now? How you gonna move forward to the future? And then it becomes this weight, this heaviness on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just end up almost paralyzed and stuck and sad and depressed. And then if you live too much in the future, well, then that causes anxiety.
Really?
Worrying about your future. That will
Right.
cause some serious anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
panic and all that kind of stuff. And here's another thing too. Where's God? God ain't in the past. He certainly ain't in the future, because, well, the future is what? Not here yet.
Mm-hmm.
So to have a relationship with God on an intimate level, you need to live in the now. For a fact, He says that in His word.
Mm-hmm.
We just miss it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like the law of attraction, how to manifest things in your life. Um, a lot of people don't associate that with Christianity, with God. But see, it's all over in the Bible. God
Mm-hmm.
says all over in His word that the things that we think, the things that we speak, our thoughts, our words, that is a law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
As a man speaketh, so is he. That's right in the word,
Mm-hmm.
and many, many
Mm-hmm.
other places
Mm-hmm.
in there. So, that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to bridge that gap, because there's two different types of born again Christians.
Mm-hmm.
There are religious ones and there are spiritual ones. And I have come to find out, and I mean no disrespect to anybody, but from observation, the religious ones are more closed minded and live in a box. Spiritual born again Christians are more open minded and live outside that box. So we get this. I have come to find out that religious ones seem to think the law of attraction is this woo-hooey out there, cosmic, forbidden, untouchable thing. Thus, they are actually missing their blessings and their abundance by not tapping into that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so living in the now is really important for the law of attraction.
Oh God,
You know,
I agree with you. Woo, that's some very strong points.
because that's a subject that I'm really deeply big into. And I go beyond the surface of the law of attraction. I actually go into the deep realms of it,
Mm-hmm.
um, to where some people say, oh, that's witchcraft. But it's not.
Mm-mm.
It really is not. And here's the thing that people don't get. God created us with these beautiful, infinite minds that can do so much. We as human beings are capable of so much more than we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So-called witches, not dark voodoo ones, but white witches, are nothing but people that have learned how to tap in to their God-given supernatural abilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have the capacity and capability of doing what people would call nowadays as supernatural, when they're not supernatural. They're just God-given abilities we have not learned to tap into. good grief, we use what? Maybe 10% of our brain capacity. Imagine if we could just tap into 20, 30%, the things we could do. And, you know, I watch a lot of documentaries about amazing things, you know, from thousands of years ago, and nobody knows how they were done or how they were created. And a lot of people think aliens came and did it. No, they didn't. It was human beings that had the ability to tap into their pineal gland, however you want to pronounce it. We have lost that capability due to calcification from fluoride, caffeine, nicotine, and pollutions and whatnot. It's calcified our pineal gland. They have proven that our pineal gland has retinol in it, just like our eyes. It also has crystals in there. A lot of people don't know this, which you tap into that, it gives you those supernatural abilities. When people talk about the third eye, your pineal gland is the third eye. So when I say I get deep into law of attraction, the understanding of it and the connectionness and meditation, ooh-wee. Since I've started meditating, let me tell you, that opens up a connection to the creator like you wouldn't believe.
Yes, indeed.
It does. It does, because it makes you go within yourself.
And in doing that, you're taking responsibility for yourself. And that's what we're talking about here, you know, and in our lives, we got to take responsibility more for our lives, you know, and living the now. Living the now.
If you blame others, you're going to be in one, you're going to have despair, self-loathing, pity, and until you come out of denial and realize you is the one responsible for it, you're going to be stuck.
So important. So
important. Absolutely. You have to take responsibility for yourself and stop blaming everybody. And I think a lot of things that we're talking about and what I'm saying here is what is causing so many people to go to drugs, including the liquid drug of alcohol, because it is a drug too. You know, and if they would just learn this principle to take responsibility for themselves and to connect with the creator, boy, you know, there's a book out there, and that book is thick. It's like 2 inches thick almost. And it says America's greatest tragedy. And across it in big bold letters, it says drugs. When you look at this nation of the United States of America, where I live, I don't know where y'all are at, but I'm in the USA.
Me too.
we are the most drug-ridden place on the face of the earth. I'm not talking about where it's grown. I'm not talking about where it's manufactured, because a lot of that's outside the USA. But where does it come to, and who's consuming it? It's Americans. And it's so sad.
It is.
And people ask me all the time, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I won't even take a Tylenol. I take no pharmaceuticals, no vaccinations.
Me neither.
And everybody asks me, how do you live life like that? Like, I'm the girl that I will go to a concert and be kicking. I'm 53. I'm in awesome shape for my, I hit the gym 6 days a week. I look great for my age. I'm the person who's kicking it with the 22-year-old going to a rave or a concert. And people say, how do you do that on a sober? I said, man, I'm high on life, love, and the Lord above, and dancing and music. That's my high.
There you go. There you go.
What I need this drug for. So I can't think clearly, and I end up doing something stupid and wake up in the slammer, don't know how I got there. No. No.
That's great.
But I
great
like
stuff.
what you're teaching today. We all need this, and sometimes we need to hear it again more than once.
Yeah, sometimes we got to hear, and sometimes, in the teaching at Mbeh, and I do, sometimes we'll bring us some things that may not always feel good, but it's not. I'm not here to make you feel good in this. It's to bring something out of you to let you know that a lot of times we are beating ourselves down and we can't move forward. And then we get in a great opportunity like here in TBC and wonder why we can't move forward is because a lot of times in my past broadcasts, I always talked about the minds of our TBCNs, the personalities of our TBCNs. See, folks, you can't do TBC the way it should be. You can't go step by step if you don't have it here and in your heart. If you're not taking responsibility for the things you are doing in your life, how do you expect to do well here in this great opportunity that admin expects of us? But admin wants us to take responsibility of our lives, take responsibility here in TBC. And that's why when I searched for a good subject matter today, I said, wow, I've heard this word so much in TBC and heard it in my life. So, Gina,
absolutely,
you really nailed it today.
Like people say, you can't move forward. Like I tell everybody, until you change your mindset, your stinking thinking, you're not going to move forward. You're going to stay stuck.
So what do y'all think, in all this, between Gina and Mbeh, what do y'all think the key word is today?
Responsibility.
We said it. We just said it.
Responsibility.
There you go. There you go. Responsibility is the key word, folks. Responsibility is the key word for today's broadcast. That is the key word. So, and we always do this. Let me see. We always do this. Let's see here. Let's go here. Share my screen. TBC. And right here, this is the link for the Zoom. And by the way, folks, I'm recording this, and once we're done, we ended it. It will download on my computer, and I'll put it on a YouTube. I make it into my YouTube channel, and I'll make a YouTube link, and I'll put it here where I put it here. There'll be a section here. You'll see it. And for those that's not here, they can click on it and still get credit. Okay. Yep. There it is. Okay.
Now, Steve, I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
I want to broadcast, but I'm not confident enough yet to do a live broadcast. Can I record a video and then upload it?
Yes, why not? Yeah.
You can?
You can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. It's really, yes. But like I said, broadcasting sometimes is for some people is they got to get up a nerve. And I'm gonna share some with you all. And Mbeh knows this, and I've said it several times. Before I came a broadcaster, I recorded for the whole week, and then I put it on my YouTube channel. I had to get up enough nerve, to do a broadcast, because I knew people were gonna be live watching me that knew me. And so as I did it, I built that confidence, the confidence. And it became easy because sometimes we are own, like you were referring to, we are our own best enemy. We beat ourselves down so we can't get forward. But at any rate, folks, thank you so much, Jen. Let's see if we got anybody. Do we have anybody else? No? Let me see. Like anybody else want to chime in before we close today? Anyone? I hope that
yes, Stephen. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Noli.
Yeah, good evening. Since this is a broadcasters meeting, right? So I would like to inform all the broadcasters that we here in the Philippines we have a so-called collaboration broadcast at this daily Monday to Friday. So I would like to invite all the broadcasters to join our collaboration broadcast so that we can share our experiences in different places regarding how to make more our Kringle community in the different places. Besides, we have also like Sermino Gold is trying to teach those who's going to be a broadcasters, who want to be a broadcaster. That's all. And also, you, of course, Stephen, I would like to I hope one day you are part of our collaboration broadcast. You and Mbeh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. You
Great.
know, one
Despite
thing
in this meeting.
I love y'all broadcast, Noli. You know,
Thank you.
folks, let me tell y'all something about me, folks. You know, when I like to support people in their broadcast, and folks, I don't have to know your language to support you. Okay, I like to be there, and I feel like I'm with you all when I join you all, and you know, you'll be surprised the warm welcome you get from Noli and the wonderful people of the Philippines. Or like if I go on the French weekly meeting, you know, my brothers and sisters in camera, you know, you'll be surprised. You know, so I like to support people. I've done that through the years of TBC. Support people. You don't have to know their language to support them, and they know you there because you put your name in the chat, or if you happen to be on the Zoom link, you can share it to the Zoom, and they're open. They're to let you speak. You know, so broadcasting is a wonderful thing, folks. Okay. All right, folks. Mbeh, let's see. We got anybody else? Anyone wants to say anything? Anybody? Floor is yours now. If any particular person.
Mellow.
Okay.
Mellow, go.
Mellow, go. Just unmute yourself.
Yeah, we have Mellow. Mellow Gold is there. Want to say something?
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yes.
we can hear you now.
Yes.
All right, rock and roll. I'm sad to report that my Facebook account has been deactivated. So I will start adding you as friend now because I have a new Facebook account. Facebook deactivate my account because I brutally express our fight for the humanity. So that's my update. If you, I have to ask friends with you, so kindly accept na lang. So that's all only.
Wow. Yeah, send me. I definitely want to be your friend. I've always been your friend. Yes. You know, please, let's connect. Because I tell you, you are original in TBC. You are original. Wow. Oh, great, great. Okay,
Fantastic.
that's fantastic. Okay, we got anybody else? Anybody else here want to speak? Anyone? Now's the time. Got about 8 more minutes, folks.
Right.
Okay, folks. I guess that's it. Mbeh, is our time?
Yes, Steve.
Okay. All righty. Okay, folks. Responsibility is the key word. Responsibility is the key word. All right. Okay. Now we have our weekly meetings is going to start shortly, and then we'll go into our mass adopter meeting, folks.